Thank you. So recently, the federal government advised Nigerians against Christmas traveling because of the second wave of Covid-19. That was a possibility. Now, what are your thoughts on this? You can call us on 090-241-63440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag your VTVC so we can read your tweets. We continue to have this conversation on Covid-19 because the festive season is here. And Nigerians obviously like to party and hang out with family. But it's important that we continue to remind ourselves that Covid-19 is here, is still here, and the federal government is warning about a possible second wave. I mean, the PTA had a meeting recently, and they were even saying that over 39,000 Nigerians have failed to go for testing after return. Many Nigerians that came back from the U.S. did not go back to do their COVID-19 tests. And that was a requirement. When you come back to Nigeria, you're supposed to do that test and provide the results. So I don't know if they can, if you're supposed to provide it going back. I don't know. You know your daughter recently.
Provide it going back.
Okay.
When you're going back, if you don't have the test, they will sanction you.
Okay.
They might seize your passport and stop you from going out.
Right.
You know, but I told you my daughter traveled. Nobody asked her for her test, and I know the wahala we did to do that test. After 7 days,
wow.
We did wahala. So they too, they have to get their house in order. If you want total obedience from your people, then do the right thing. At the place where we went for my daughter's test, there were plenty of people. Everybody was doing their test. Now, have you ensured that at the port of exit, the people are asking for the tests? One. Have you ensured that they are not taking bribe? Two. Because people
actually pay their way through. Yeah,
yes,
true. You can just call somebody and say, well, how much is it? I want to and you get through. That's Nigerian factor for you. But 139 NYSC
students
are also positive. So this reality is setting in right now, that COVID-19 is still with us. And I heard that a doctor died recently, even last week or so, of COVID-19. And this is, Nima, what are your own thoughts on this?
I just see blame government for a lot of things when it comes to this COVID issue. We claim we are, putting down rules we fail to enforce properly. We claim we require people to do testing, but we do not sanitize the system of those tests. YK was explaining to me that she was in Festac and that she was in traffic. Nima, how do you drive it? A test that required the YK gets to Festac to be done, of course, it's not something that is easy to be done, from considering where she's coming from. What are the measures that they've put in place to ensure that in your local area you can quickly get tested? I'm aware of someone that called and said she had some symptoms of COVID and we advised her to get tested. She contacted my own contact and she was sent to Festac to have the test done. She waited for hours. In that waiting, you are getting up, you are trying to get yourself some snack, mixing up with people further, doing a lot of things, or you're not even. Your symptoms are there, but they are not exactly COVID. But you are sitting amongst people who most likely have it, exposed for longer. What exactly are we doing? How do we really want to do it? In our population, considering the number of tests that we have done, can we really say we have tested our people? And we come out today now.
People are not coming forward like
before. People are coming forward. The system is tiring. The last test I went for, in fact, the first one I went for with my children, I remember regretting it, exposing my children like that. Having got it there, I thought it was going to be a seamless system. That's something that they had called and said the entire family should come. And I went with my entire family, and I took 2 little children. I went to expose them. The seats everywhere, they were like, touching it. I was paranoid at some point. I started screaming and shouting at some point. You don't get your citizens to that point, even if they were not exposed to COVID initially. I had exposed them by coming for that test. So if people continue to see those, somebody was yesterday coughing in my business place at home, and I was saying to her, you should take care of this cough. I think it's COVID, and you're not even masked up. She was like, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. That's the approach to it because of the way it is. And we've already started stigmatizing our own.
Good morning, are you there? Thanks for calling from Port Harcourt, Monday.
Yeah, good morning. God bless you.
Good morning, you're live. Go ahead, please.
I love your program.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You are doing fine. Yeah. To the contribution of this traveling over COVID-19 in December, honestly, we are living by the grace of God. Because the government himself, they are not doing what they are supposed to do. We should, you see, there's a leadership is from you as a leader. As you can see during the election, how it is, how the government that are shouting, there is corona, there is corona. I think what the government is doing, they are doing it for their own self-interest, not for the citizen. Let's take, for instance, these private companies. If they should be looking towards government, whereby government is not doing their part. I think it will affect other private sector. Let's take, for instance, your station, TVC News. How many people that have the opportunity of entering the staff bus? Let's say, for instance, the cleaner, I don't know, and other security. If we are saying we should follow the rules and regulations of this COVID-19, I think it should be from our individual doing our own part, because
they're very correct, Monday.
They will say, okay, maybe company is employing you. They will say you are going to be quarantined. The quarantine starts from your home. In the process of entering public motor to your place of quarantine, you might have this corona effect. So I'm pleading to the government, they should do their own part so that everybody can be safe.
Thank you very much, Monday. But I think, in fairness, the government, they have, in the early days, they did their part in trying to sensitize the public about COVID-19. But the truth is that people just got tired. People got tired of wearing the mask in the buses. People got tired of wearing the mask at public events. People just got tired and just started living their normal lives. I mean, that day, people went out to the mall, and yes, you have to enter the mall with a face mask. But once you enter, take it off. You know? So the truth is that it's easy to blame the government, but we also are not taking responsibility recently, and we're all there dancing having a good time because we've all somewhat moved on. So it's not a call on criticizing the government, it's a call on ourselves, reminding ourselves that, listen, we must take responsibility, especially as vaccine is around the corner and people are likely to...
You work in TV. Yeah. Now, let me just tell you about publicity. There is nothing like continuous publicity. If you stop, it comes out of people's minds. It's not in your mind again. If you continue this information, if you continue to aggressively inform people, because of course, when a mask is totally alien to us as people, is to the whole world, except for China. They have been wearing since SARS. But the rest of the world, nobody has been wearing masks. So you have to continue to sensitize them. If you do not, you will get what we are getting now. You will get that lax. Look,
that lax didn't happen because they did not because they themselves did not practice what they were preaching. That was the problem. You remember the moment we had a dignitary, a high place person die, the burials were different. People initially believed it. My husband was laughing at me the other day that the corona had not even taken effect. Where is your bucket? Where is your bucket now? Somebody kicked ball at the bucket, it was broken, I didn't even react. I put a bucket there for washing, and I will go there every morning. I'll put a bleach in the water. I make sure that before you come upstairs, I didn't take visitors. I did everything in the book. I tested positive. So people who didn't believe it and they are working free, they always laugh. They say, "But where's your bucket?" Everybody makes a mockery of it because government themselves were laxing before every Nigerian did.
Okay, let me take this call from Obina. Obina has been holding for a while. Obina, are you there from Port Harcourt? Hello, Obina.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm a Friday caller.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, this is what I want to say. Please, I want to take you guys back to the first one you
it's your view, let it count. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please.
About the doctor.
Yes.
That you said in Nigeria doing well in diaspora.
Right.
Yeah. You see, and Anti-Moral, I would like to get this impression. You said about Igbo. You said something about 419 or this or this. We have the good, the bad, the ugly in every tribe. Then I want to talk about talent. I wouldn't advise, it's a personal opinion, I wouldn't advise anybody to display his talent in this country called Nigeria, because they will kill it for you. If you eventually display your talent, they will kill it for you. I could remember there was a day I was going to work. I saw a young boy just playing with that built all this car, keke, put battery, and these things are working. People were there, dashing out money, giving out money. So when I was coming back from work, I saw that they scattered the place. It's who? A military man. All because of, they said the guy is blocking a road. They scatter the guys, everything, just scatter everything. So you could just imagine a boy that they were supposed to encourage. It's painful. Now, when we talk about COVID-19 in this our country called Nigeria, let's just leave COVID-19 to God's hands in Nigeria, because I don't want to go into it.
Thank you very much, Obina. It's important to remember that there are perceptions around the world. For example, this the hush puppy guy, the Yoruba guy. A lot of people have that perception of, oh, they do credit card fraud, oh, it's 419, they do the which is on Yahoo. Yes, online. That's a part of our job here, to correct perceptions and to change those perceptions. Let people know that, listen, there are great Nigerians doing everything across tribes, both locally and internationally, and we must acknowledge that. When the noise of Dr. B was all over the world, we need to remember that this is a young man who is doing so much better, and we must celebrate him and make that noise so that the world can see also. Okay, moving on now to this issue of COVID-19. Now, there's another part of what the report, the PTF said, I was going to mention earlier. We've talked about the fact that the ban was the ban. They are asking us for the amount of money people are being forced to pay just to get your the documents you must actually have to come into the country, correct? To show that you've actually
50,000
naira. Now people are still complaining that amount of money is still. People are still paying that fee.
People are paying it. My daughter paid it. My daughter paid it twice because she didn't even know. She paid it coming in, and then she paid it. She took the test again going out, but that one wasn't required. You know, so she paid it twice, but because my daughter, she will follow everything by the book. She doesn't want trouble, you know. But I think it's a very good thing to make us do the test going. I mean, coming in, if you're coming in, so you're not infecting, because that's where it is. But they need to make sure it is implemented. Yeah. It's not just paying lip service, saying, oh, yeah, we are going to do the test, and we are charging you 50,000. It's a lot of money to charge people. Right. And then not to even ensure that you are getting the results or checking. Yes.
So it's an effort and a futility when you do make an effort to do it and yet nobody's checking. Well, so we hope with this Nigerians
revenue generation drive for them.
I don't want them to start copying Oyibo and saying, oh, they are going to put Nigeria in another lockdown. They put us in lockdown. Yes, the recession will be recession times 10.
Depression.
Depression, recession.
YK, the truth is that it's not about
suicide.
It's not about us copying them. If there is a need for a total lockdown, there's nothing the government can do. If not, we're going to have people dying all over the place.
It's in England that they did total lockdown. Who answered them? Who answered them? And then they have means of eating. Here, you think SARS was anything? You remember 1 million boys during the last lockdown? You don't remember?
Yes, I remember.
Don't remember that there is hunger in this land, though. So create your own way.
Solutions.
Create yourself. Don't be following your Igbo people. Create your own.
Okay, so that's a suggestion from YK.
Let's go break. Follow Igbo if you like.
Back. We talk about antimicrobial. Stay with us. We'll be right back.